Right here in Accra, the president, Akuffo-Addo, says government will first have to weigh the economic and social cost of a lockdown of Ghana before any such decision could be taken. The president's comments come as pressure mounts for government to impose total restrictions on the movement of persons to help prevent further spread of the coronavirus pandemic, which so far has claimed 3 lives in Ghana, as the number of confirmed cases now hits 132. The Ghana Medical Association only this week called on the president to impose a lockdown. The Trade Union Congress, which has already called for the imposition, told the president at a meeting at the presidency or the Jubilee House that the risk of further spread remains high based on their assessment.
It takes a lot of courage for you to close down universities, schools, and so on. In that statement, we did not, we found that workplace must still be open. Businesses are open, workers must go to work. And so, as you expect, we had so many calls from our members in the field, and they were wondering what the policy is. So I called the Minister for Employment and Labor Relations. I went to his office and we had a discussion. He assured me that it is not as if the government has forgotten about workers, but the president is relying on advice of experts. So at the appropriate time, the decision will be made. Engage the social partners. Because if the time comes for us to lock down, what it means is that employers will have a role to play, workers will have roles to play as individual workers, and trade unions also will have a role to play. And the government is already playing a fantastic role.
And the president, on his part, also indicated a lockdown is a decision that could not be taken lightly.
It's clear that the measure we took to close our borders, ban international travel, and in the immediate aftermath of that banning, everybody who came to Ghana had to be subjected to mandatory quarantine as well as testing. At the time, there were a lot of comments, many of them unhelpful. But at the end of the day, I believe that the decision to ban international travel as well as to take the measures of quarantine and testing are being vindicated by facts. It turns out that the overwhelming number of cases confirmed in cases of infections that we have in Ghana are all from people who came from abroad. And of those who came and have been quarantined, an extreme number, some over 50 odd, have been found to be carrying the virus. So focusing on the importation of the virus and the infection has proved to be absolutely spot on. And we are now seeing the benefit of these measures. But we can never stop there. We have to constantly look at whatever additional measures are there that will put us in a strong place to deal with this. Whatever we do, people are talking now in Ghana about a lockdown, this and that. The majority of people who will be affected by decisions of that nature are the working people of our country, the ordinary people of Ghana. They're the ones who will be most affected. And it is important for us when we're taking these decisions to take into account their circumstances and conditions. You're going to lock down Accra. What are the consequences? You're going to lock down the country. What are the consequences? Or particular areas of the country. A responsible government is required to look at all the implications before decisions are made. And that is the exercise on which we're currently engaged. And I'm hoping that much sooner than later, we will come to an agreement within government of what those measures are. And then the Ghanaian people will be informed.